Do not start moving right now, and it doesn't matter what level you are, it doesn't matter how experienced you are in Monster Legends, everyone has the same opportunity to get this brand new monster in the maze, Manipulate. Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. The Raiders of the Night Maze is finally out. This is your chance to get Manipulate. He's a metal controller with possession skills. He can apply possession to all enemies, or mega possession to one enemy. He can also daze and nanovirus enemies, and he can boost himself by deactivating his cooldowns and gaining control immunity. He has an evolving trait. At rank 0, he's immune to blind. At rank 1, he gains immunity to immediate death. And at rank 3, he gets a status caster, immunity to stun at the start of every battle. So this is our newest control monster, Manipulate. And the way you get this monster is via the Raiders of the Night Maze. And let me just tell you that this is the most, honestly, free-to-play friendly kind of events, because you literally have to spend 0 gems. That's right, you don't spend any gems. When you compare this to the progressive events, when you compare this to other events like the races, right, those require gems. Progressive Tails event, those are 150 gems. The races really depends on how active your team is going to be. But the Raiders of the Night Maze, all you need to do is be active. And here's the good part. You only need to be active for the first 2 days. If you can be active for the first 2 days, you get this monster on the 3rd day. Or maybe you need to be active for the first 3 days or the 4 days if you can't be as active the first 2 days. So let me start off by explaining discounts and when to move and all that fun stuff, and then we'll talk about how to actually get maze coins. Okay, so first and foremost, you should only ever move when there is a discount during the limited time pathway. And as you can see in this screenshot from the Knights of Justice maze, there will be a limited time pathway when the overall timer in the maze says 4 days, 22 hours, and then 59 minutes. When you see that timer for the whole 1 hour period, there's going to be a 10% discount, but most importantly, the limited time pathway will open up. For those of you that haven't played Monster Legends, this is basically a different pathway that opens up where you can specifically get Manipulate without having to move all the other monsters. That's why it's the limited time pathway. So right there on this picture, you see Unspeakable, his timer says 1 day, 23 hours, 50 minutes. So for the next 2 days, you can specifically just get Unspeakable. So this is when you should move, when the limited time pathway is out and when there's a 10% discount. And let's say you can't get that discount for whatever reason. For me, that discount is like at 4 AM or 5 AM or something crazy like that. There's actually a second 10% discount during the limited time pathway, which you can see in this picture from the Tribal Fire Maze. As you can see, the overall timer says 4 days, 8 hours, 59 minutes. And there we have Quetzalcoatl. I'm about to reach his end right there, you see? So there's 2 discounts, 2 10% discounts during the limited time pathway. So that is when you should move, okay guys? In my personal opinion, it's the best time to move, because, you know, the next discount that happens is a 30% discount. I'll show you a screenshot about that, guys. But what if you missed that 30% discounts? What if for whatever reason your Wi-Fi doesn't work, you're just busy? It's not worth risking trying to move during 30% discount when you might not be able to get it, and then you still have to move all the monsters, and it's just a hassle. So just go ahead, go for the guarantee to get the monster. You never know when this monster is going to be used in future events, or for any reason he's going to come out in future mini mazes if you're an owner. So you want to make sure you get yourself every single cosmic that gets released. But with that being said, talking about the 30% discounts, the other time you want to move after you already have the monster is when there's a 30% discount, and this has always happened historically at 1 day, 17 hours, and 59 minutes. And this is basically when all the moves cost 30% less, so it's an amazing discount. The only thing about this is that there is no longer the limited time pathway, so it's not like you can save 30% on an LTP. You have to actually move the overall maze. So those are the 3 main discounts that matter. And with that being said, let's go back to the game. So as you can see right now, if you look at the top left hand corner, 6 days, 20 hours, 40 minutes, that is the timer in the maze. So the cool thing about this is that you don't even need to worry about what your time zone is, whether you live in Eastern time zone, Pacific time zone, or in a different country. None of that matters, because all that matters is the in-game timer. So again, if you want that first 10% discount, look at 4 days, 22 hours, and 59 minutes. It's basically the limited time pathway always happens 2 days after the main maze starts. And then, so that's pretty much all that you need to know in terms of discounts and moving. The other thing that you'll need to know is that tomorrow there's going to be a dungeon, and in that dungeon, if we go to resource dungeon, in that dungeon you're going to be able to get maze coins, so you want to make sure you do that. And then after the limited time pathway, there's going to be a monster wood if you have monster wood, where you can watch videos and get maze coins. But by then the limited time pathway will be over. So the goal right now for us is to get approximately 1,000 maze coins today on day 1, and then tomorrow with the dungeon, and day 2 you can get like another 2,000 maze coins, so you're gonna have like 3,000 maze coins. And by the time the limited time pathway comes out, yeah, maybe you have like 3,400, 3,500, you'll have somewhere around that amount. And this is the next thing you need to know. So historically, the cost to get the monster with the limited time pathway has always been around 3,800 cells. Okay, this is assuming a 10% discount. So without the 10% discount, we can say like 4,200 around there, right? It's a 10% discount. And then if you want to get 160 cells, you'll need like an extra 500 coins for that last and final step on the 10% discount. So those are the costs. Now you know what you need. And now let's talk about how to actually get maze coins. And so getting maze coins is rather simple. Actually, if you click on this question mark icon right here, it tells you how to get maze coins. 30 for collecting gold, 50 for collecting food, 50 for breeding, 50 for hatching, 30 for feeding your monsters, and 15 for PvP. Okay, and once again, your level does not matter. Nothing matters. Even if you're new accounts, it takes a little longer because you have to spam the different actions, but it is possible. Everything is possible. So if you add up all of these amounts, you get 225. And so what the game doesn't tell you is that you can get 225 maze coins every single 4 hours. So here's what you do. As soon as I collect gold, because I already accidentally collected gold, not realizing there was a maze, as soon as I collect gold, I'll get my plus 30. Check it out, there's my plus 30 maze coins. For food, you'll notice that when you perform the initial action, you won't get anything. That's fine. The trick for food is to plant something that's expensive. It can be one, so I'll do a black lotus root. And then you plant something that's very cheap. I'll do the blue lidded cell. And I'll come back in 30 seconds and I'll get my food coins right there. For feeding, you can literally feed anyone. It doesn't matter. Feed them a couple levels. Here, I'll feed Makugan. Again, when you perform the initial action, you'll notice you won't get anything. That's fine. Just exit out, come back. And then as soon as I do it again, we'll be able to get our coins. So let's do this. Let me sell the monster. You'll notice I won't get any maze coins when I sell the monster. The reason you don't get maze coins is because you first need to put something into the hatchery, and then you need to sell or hatch a monster. So as soon as I click this right here, now that Thunder Eagle's in the hatchery, as soon as I place this Thunder Eagle, I will get my 50 maze coins. You saw it right there, plus 50. And as soon as I click repeat right here, I'll get plus 50. See, there's my plus 50. So the goal for this is to always do Thunder Eagles. The reason you want to do Thunder Eagles is because Thunder Eagles takes exactly 4 hours. Look at the timer, 3 hours, 59 minutes. He takes exactly 4 hours, so he serves as a good timer as when you last logged in. Let me collect my food, I'll get my plus 50. And again, if you ever notice that it's not working, just keep doing the blue lidded tail over and over and over again until you get your 50 maze coins. And then I gotta go back to feeding, and Makugan, just one click and I'll get my plus 30. There it is. And now all I need to do is PvP, so I'll go into PvP. And the important thing about PvP is you gotta make sure you win the battles. So let me really quickly put my strong team on. Maybe I should come up with a secondary strong team so I'm not always switching my defense and offense. Miseris and you, doesn't matter. Alright, Armor Claw on Dana, Siamis. Alright, let's get an easy revenge battle. Typically, revenge battles are easier than actually finding an opponent. So again, the important thing is you actually got to win the PvP battle. And this seems easy enough. Let's click fight. Alright, and then Strike of the Iron Way, that's fine. I'll do Raw Drowning. Get rid of your Megatons. I will activate cooldowns all across the board. Alright, they're going to have to recharge. I'll do Save Rossi and GG. Awesome. So now that I win, I'll get a plus 15. And you'll get plus 15 only when you wait 4 hours. Alright, so collect and exit out and discard. So remember, I said you can get 225 maze coins. So if I click on the Raiders of the Night maze, I started off with 150. 150 plus 225, hey, 375. That's how I've made sure I've gotten all of my maze coins. And now I basically wait 4 hours and I log back into the game and I do all of my actions and I'm good to go. Now for those of you that have the maze collector, you can actually activate these and these will collect maze coins for you. Now just know that if you actually activate these tickets, you will not be able to get any additional maze coins because these are collecting for you. So for those of you that have the Golden Legends Pass, you might want to go ahead and just use these if you don't want to really log into the game and participate. You know, if you just want to get the monster super easily without doing any work, just activate your maze collector tickets. If you don't really buy the Golden Legends Pass every month and you want to be smart with it, I would say just really use this whenever you're going to be away for the game for a long time. So if you know you're going to be away for more than 4 hours, go ahead and just activate one ticket, okay? Just one ticket, and that way it's collecting 4 hours, and then the next 4 hours starts to regenerate. So for example, if you're going to sleep and you sleep for 8 hours, you can activate it right before you go to sleep. So in 4 hours it'll be ready. So when you wake up and log into the game, you're actually going to be able to collect your 225 from your ticket, and then you can still perform your regular actions because a total of 8 hours have passed. So the maze collection tickets super come in handy. And then that's pretty much it. So the important thing about this, because I always see comments, is once again, if you activate your maze collector tickets, you cannot collect yourself. And then you guys will see that even if I spam food, if I spam collect gold, if I feed a monster, I won't get any more maze coins, and that's because all the time, or my pool of maze coins is already depleted because I collected everything. So the trick is just 4-hour logins, 225 maze coins. Again, it is completely free-to-play friendly. Anyone can do it because as long as you can log into the game, you're good to go. And you don't even have to log in every single 4 hours, like 6 times a day, right? You don't have to miss out on sleep. The way I see it, if you log in 4 times, 4.5 times, because yes, you can log in 2 hours and get half the number of maze coins. Instead of 225, you get around 100. You know, the ones that give you a lot are the breeding and hatching, so you really don't want to clog up your hatchery. But it's definitely possible for you to, if you only play every 2 hours, you would get 15 right here for collecting gold. You would get 25 for collecting food, and you would get 15 for feeding. So it is possible to do half logins. I don't recommend it. I think it's easier just to do 4-hour logins. But yeah, if you can just get 1,000 maze coins a day, which I think is totally possible without losing sleep or anything, you will get yourself a brand new monster. So with that being said, guys, this has been a pretty thorough explanation on how the mazes work. Best of luck to all of you. May you all get this brand new monster, Manipulate. He according to from what I've seen on him analysis-wise, he's looking to be a really fantastic denier, so you definitely don't want to miss him out. So with that being said, guys, best of luck to all of you once again, and remember to subscribe.